Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Dusty Dan's Whiskey Reviews. So today we're going to be reviewing Barrel Batch 31. Now this one was distilled in Tennessee, Kentucky, and Indiana. Comes in at 111.2 proof and is made up of 6, 7, 10, 15, and 16-year-old barrels. So there's definitely some age in this one. This batch was actually built around the sweetness of 99% corn bourbon barrels in a group of wheated bourbon barrels. I'm always excited to get into anything that Barrell releases. Their last couple batches have been absolutely on point, and I'm sure this one is no different, guys. So let's go ahead and get into it, guys. So without further ado, let's go. All right, guys, welcome back. So let's go ahead and get into the color on this one. One of the first things I noticed was the legs on this one. It's not very dark. I know it has a lot of older bourbon in it. It's not very dark though. It's a nice just gold, like a goldish, goldish color. Really is just the best way I could say it. Really nice legs though. Very oily. Long, thick legs on this one, guys. Let's get into the nose. Oh, God. So, this one, just like right from the start, a lot of nice, like rich caramel, very sweet vanilla. There's a little bit of floral in there, a little bit further into the glass. Further away is where I'm kind of pulling away that sweetness. Like a sweet vanilla cream. Again, a little bit of floral the further you go into the glass. And there's this herbal quality to it as well. Can't quite pinpoint exactly what it is. But then there's like this pumpkin note to it, like a pumpkin pie, some spices in there. Very interesting nose on this one. A little bit of like almond in there as well. Kind of hits on all points on the nose, guys. Let's get into the palate. Cheers. Oh, man. So that first sip, it was very different on the palate. On the front of the palate, it came off very sweet. Middle of the palate, it came off very spicy. And then as it goes down into the finish, it becomes sweet again. A lot of citrus there on the sides of the palate. A lot of some orange peel in there. Mainly some orange. There's definitely like a little bit of like a lemon zest to it as well. So that citrus came back to like the middle to the back of the palate, kind of flow into the finish. So it was like sweet, spicy, sweet as it went down. Citrus notes on the side. My first sip of the day. Let's get into the second sip, guys. So I'll say this. So it's very soft on the palate. A lot of it's very delicate. There's some delicate like fruits in there that kind of start to evolve there on the front of the palate with that sweetness. Middle of the palate, those citrus notes are sitting there right on the side. Some of that orange peel. And now into the finish, it gets a little interesting. So I pick up a little bit of like a mint, a very little bit of mint just on the back end as it goes down. Some white pepper there as it goes down as well. Yeah, there's a lot of this one is very there's a lot of layers to this one. Um, it is it is more on the it is more on the complex side of things. But I love how it's layered. There's this sweetness, this like vanilla cream sweetness. There's the citrus, but then underneath of everything, there's like this very mild nutty note to it, almost like a walnut that kind of like is just there from the tip of the tongue all the way into the finish. It's there, but then like it's after some of those flavors start to go away, after some of that citrus starts to go away, some of that vanilla cream, the sweetness on the front, the pepper and mint through the back. It's just like this undertone of nuttiness that's just kind of sits there on the palate. I really like that. You don't come across a lot of bourbons that are layered the way this one is. I mean, there are ones out there that are very complex like that, but I really like that about this one. Let's get into the last sip, guys. Cheers. Yeah, so again, front of the palate, you start to pick up some of those those delicate fruits, some strawberry, some vanilla, like a vanilla sweetness, and then in the middle of the palate, there's a little bit of like some rye spice. Then you get the citrus, like the orange peel, kind of on the sides of the palate. Into the finish, you get some of that mint, some like white pepper. It's like and then there's that like, and then after everything kind of fades away, there's just like this undertone of like a walnut, like some nuttiness that kind of just carries from the front of the palate all the way into the finish. It's a medium to long finish on this one. I can feel it. I mean, I can still feel it going down. I still get some of the flavors in the back, some of that mint, some of that pepper, the white pepper. Yeah, I mean, overall thoughts on this one. I love the fact that there's a lot of layers to this one. This is definitely more on the complex side of things. Again, there's these flavors that continue to evolve as you sip it and continue to it continues to evolve on the palate. Love the citrus notes. Again, that finish is still going on. Pretty long finish on this one. But that white pepper, that like hint of mint into the back, didn't pick up any floral on the palate like it did on the nose. I love that pumpkin pie, that like pumpkin pie aspect on the nose. I really like that. Overall thoughts on this batch 31, guys. Definitely a complex bourbon. There is definitely some layers to this one. I really enjoy this batch 31 from Barrell. So I want to thank you guys for tuning into this episode of Dusty Dan's Whiskey Reviews. I want to send a big thank you over to the team at Barrel Craft Spirits and Aaron over at Robo Marketing for supplying me with the sample to review on the channel. Guys, if I can say anything about this one, it's almost like putting like the flavor wheel into a single bottle of bourbon. Again, very complex, very layered, but yet delicate and soft kind of on the palate at the same time. Really like what they did with the blend on this one. So if you guys are looking for more reviews like this, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and bell notification to be alerted of any upcoming reviews or live streams. You can also find me on Instagram at Dusty Dan's Whiskey Reviews. And until next time, guys, stay dusty.